Hello guys, this is Terry from Genki Gaming. We're back with another One Piece theory video. I want to thank my friend Lucas Dimond for the awesome music in the background. It's Stand to Fall. It's his new hit. I do have his channel in my description. If you like it, go give him a subscribe. But let's move on. This theory is a little bit of a different theory. It's more or less a prediction theory discussion video. And that is Sanji vs Oven, a fight that has to happen. Or the fight that I think will have to occur. I think Oven is going to crash the cake baking party, or the cake baking team's attempt to make it the cake. And Sanji will have to defend the cake while Pudding and Chiffon finishes it. And I think during this process, Sanji is going to have to awaken some of his new skills. Basically, some of the skills he learned on a certain island. Some of the Okama Gimpo skills, or the Okama fighting style. So that we can finally see why he changed his hairstyle, other than potentially the Vin smokes being the reason for that. I think we'll see a lot of new kick moves from Sanji, maybe even a strike or two, either via a swift kick like a axe kick, or by just dropping the force of his leg down across the neck of Oven, kind of like a guillotine shot kick. I do think that we'll see a little bit of skywalk mixed in with his kick skills, or his new formed kicking moves per se. This is more or less just a smaller theory, because we have to see a power-up with Sanji at this point. Otherwise, this entire arc has just been, let's go save someone who is weaker than what we think he should be. I'm not hating on Sanji, but if Sanji doesn't display at least a new skill or two... I mean, Zoro went one-on-one with Hody. Zoro went one-on-one with Pika. So Zoro has at least displayed some of his skills by fighting two opponents. What has Sanji done? Sanji had a minor confrontation with both Vorgo and Doflamingo. He hasn't really had a full fight. So Sanji vs Oven makes a lot of sense right now. Especially with Oven being on the front of the cover of the new One Piece manga, which should be on the screen right now, I believe, because I do have it added here as one of the pictures for this particular video. I think Sanji will gain a true heat power-up, or a true flame power-up, that would adjust the heat of his kicks to make it more volatile, more inflicting. Essentially like a overheat ability, or a burn out, where he's able to kick someone with all of his body heat, or all of the heat generated by the Diablo Jumbo, causing them to become inflamed. Like causing their entire body to be shrouded in flames from one of his kicks. Basically a true fire power-up, something similar to something the Mira no Mi would deal. I just want to see Sanji in a very solid fight, one that takes a chapter or two at least, even if it's like cut at certain times. Because at the end of the day, I don't think the cake baking process will go as smoothly as what Pudding and Chiffon and Sanji are thinking. I really feel like someone's gonna interrupt them, either Oven or one of the Vin smokes, Niji or Ichiji. So I do feel like Sanji could have a fight with someone at this particular point in time. The arc is near its closing point. So he's gonna have to do something big. Because the year of Sanji is slowly ending. And all we've seen is Sanji basically not do anything other than a small fight with Judge, Vinsmoke, and him beating up Luffy. That's all we've seen thus far of his skill set. So I'm seeing him throw down either some Okama fighting style or some new kicking combos, or even anything that would show a true power up to his fighting skill would be wonderful. I still think he deserves to be in the Monster Trio. I just think he needs to show us that power that he has inside. Because he's not exactly like his brothers, but he has some of the same abilities, is what I speculate. I speculate that he's a lot stronger than what we often give him credit for being, because Zoro's power is always shown out front. Because other than being directionally impaired, Zoro's will to be the world's greatest swordsman gives him his strength, on top of all of his crazy training. Sanji, on the other hand, has had a couple really solid fights, but nothing that has really displayed how strong he truly is. So I really feel like this fight with Oven is going to display all of that. Because I feel like Oven would be the person that would crash the party. At least that's what I believe that is going to be going on. Just due to the fact that Oven's shown so closely on the cover, as Katakuri is as well. I think that it has to be a possibility at this particular point in time. I think it's going to be a tough fight for Sanji, but I think he's definitely going to come out on top. I just imagine him like kicking Oven away from the cake and maybe like straight out of a window of the factory that they're at. But that's been it for this mini-theory, guys. I want to thank you for watching. I've been Terry from Yankee Gaming, and I do appreciate your support. Bye-bye.